it does. It's the All in All podcast, R&B, hip hop, jazz. If we think on it, we speak on it. And I'm your player partner, kicking off the season 2 right now. And you already know, man. Like I said, it's your host, the one and only Sir Stilo, here with my player partner to the right,
Big Mom.
And we got a special guest today, my brother.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? He kicking off season 2 with us today. You know what I'm saying? We gotta give it up to my nigga O, aka Loud Pack. Let them know where they can find you and follow you on IG and all that shit.
At Loud Pack O, LOUDPACKO. Loud Pack Oru.
Thank you for joining us today, brother. Happy to have you and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Long overdue.
Nah, for real, for real.
Sure.
Long overdue.
Waiting to get this season
Attempt number 2. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna kick it off like this. We could, just so the people can get familiar. Let them know, you know what I'm saying, how you got started with what you got going on right now and how long you been doing what you got going on right now.
Shit, so I started doing music back with Lil Dream when I was like 12, you feel me? That's like 2000.
Shout out to Lil Dream, free
Yeah,
him.
shout out to Lil Dream, free Lil Dream, big swipe rich shit, you heard me? Started doing music with Dream when I was like 12, 13. We met at the Laurel Pool, you heard, at the end of Main Street. Just clicked.
with the slide.
Huh?
You talking about
Yeah, with the slide, of course. Man, we had the mic, the Best Buy mic, the Donald.
I remember when Dream was working at Best Buy.
The Best Buy. No, that was before he was working at Best Buy.
Oh, it was before?
I'm talking about Dream was like 14, bro.
Oh yeah, okay.
I was like 13. He was in 8th grade. I was in 7th grade. Eisenhower was that.
You went to Eisenhower?
Yeah.
Damn. See,
We went to Eisenhower together. I remember seeing him.
We go back.
Bullshit. But yeah, man, I started doing music with Dream and never stopped, for real, you feel me?
And let me ask you this, cause I be talking to people and shit. If you was to not get signed, would you ever stop making music? Why or why not?
I'm saying, get signed is like
Not even say get
the
signed.
old, you know what I'm saying?
Let's not,
the way to
Now,
go about
let me
shit.
reword it. If you wasn't to
Never
get,
to blow up type shit.
if you wasn't to reach
I'm
that.
gonna blow up.
What's blowing
somehow, somewhere. Yeah, and what's blowing up? That's a great question.
Views,
That's a
million views.
So let's define what's
that
blowing
$1
up.
million check.
What, matter of fact, that's reworded. How about this? What would success look like for you? Because success for somebody else
in music.
Right? So success for me is like I'm supporting my lifestyle through my music.
being able to live off.
If I can live comfortably off my music, whether it's rapping, if I'm songwriting, engineering, producing, whatever, I don't gotta make it off of rap. I love music, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I could make a living, if I'm 35, 40 years old, recording people, making a living doing that, or producing, I'm gonna be doing something in music regardless. But that's what success look like to me though.
Right, okay.
It's financially
Being able
stable, doing the thing that I love to do. You know they say like if your job is something that you love to do, you'll never work a day in your life. You feel me? That's real shit.
Nah, for real.
That's real shit. But unfortunately, it don't work like that. Music don't pay shit. You know what I mean? So
in the beginning,
we thugging. We outside.
try to get your foot in the door and shit.
You gotta buy your way in this motherfucker. For real.
Speaking of that, I seen some shit the other day where it was like Bow Wow getting sued for motherfucking. Y'all heard about that? Bow Wow getting sued for promising to do features with motherfuckers and never. They paid him for the feature and he never showed up and shit.
I think I did see some shit like that.
Yeah, he getting sued from a kid. I think he promised like a 13-year-old
That was my follow-up question. Like, who the fuck?
And the nigga paid him. They said some shit like $3,500 or something like that for the feature. And the nigga Bow Wow just went.
It sounds about right though.
Bow Wow,
He's
man,
about
sexy. That's the good.
$3,500 and kept the kid money and act like he don't know what he ain't do it right.
Kid, you don't want a Bow Wow feature right now.
Nah, for real.
Nobody's listening.
You take that $3,500 and put that shit into Facebook advertising.
The fact that's what I was thinking. I was like, damn, this nigga Bow Wow not popping, but this nigga still getting motherfucking money off of when he was popping. He been out of the light.
He's popping because he's Bow Wow and he's had a. Like you always relevant if you control the era.
But his
time.
his
You know what I'm
relevancy lately has been embarrassing. Like,
Embarrassing.
you know
But
what I'm saying? They use him. He's the big. Now,
The
like,
people, the people that was fans when he controlled that era of time will always had that.
I was one of them.
That play.
Right. Everybody was a
Bow
Bow
Wow
Wow
is
fan
a-
at one point.
So
So you talk
it's,
about Bow Wow? I ain't gonna lie.
I did.
I like
When Beware the Dog
like
came
Mike.
I
Like
had
Mike,
that
the
album.
movie.
out, nigga,
You know what I'm
everybody
saying?
had
Yeah.
All his movies I fucked with. I
The
ain't
movie
gonna
was hard, but
like Mike.
I mean, he's a punchline now. Bow Wow was a punchline.
No, I'm not saying like he was that. He was never that nigga.
What?
Nah, he was.
Now you
He
tripping.
was.
stupid.
He was.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
he was
He
with
had
Snoop and them, right?
He had an era,
He
bro.
was
When he
Snoop.
had-
No, when I
he
say
was
that
the
nigga
first
like
kid.
Ran his era.
Yeah, he ran.
Nah,
Bro,
he did.
y'all tripping,
He
bro.
did.
Yeah, every little girl like going crazy. Like,
Nah, everybody did. Lil Romeo, B2K, all the bitches was on them niggas.
Nah.
I'm saying
Bow Wow took them.
Bow Wow was
Bow
that.
Wow was the leader of that.
He was the kid star. He was the kid star. When
was like-
he dropped this
Romeo
first,
was the competition. who
nah,
couldn't-
Romeo wasn't fucking.
He
with
wasn't making right. He wasn't making a music. He just had the
Romeo
light
make
skin
them elbows
form
swing.
look. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga had a dance like this, make the elbows swing.
Romeo was harder than Bow Wow.
You crazy?
Tripping.
Never.
Romeo.
He didn't have no material.
He was
All
hard.
he
No,
did
it
was
wasn't.
look. All he
What?
did was look.
Name
a lot.
He didn't have no-
Name 10 Bow Wow songs.
You could. You probably could.
Bro,
Name one.
Bounce with me.
bounce with me.
Thank you.
The whole album, the dog joint. What's the
Bow
dog?
wow wow.
It's
If
not
you-
fair
if
to
you
say
gay.
the whole album.
That joint.
Cause that joint come on. That had a little
Ghetto girls.
ghetto
He
girls.
had a couple of joints.
Motherfucking
I
whatever.
guarantee you Bow Wow ain't write none of that shit.
It's just puppy
Bro,
love. A rock
like
on, a
seven.
rock on.
Fresh as
Alright, but
I'm
Romeo was
Fresh,
writing his own
fresh
shit.
as I'm is, we did that. YBC, we did that. Yeah, he
I'm
had
saying
a couple of joints, bro.
That was a damn.
That's wait.
Oh,
I remember some of his verses. I can't even fake. I remember some of his verses.
So to say that you was a Bow Wow fan.
I said
You
it.
just said he wasn't.
No, he wasn't that nigga, like, cause he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? He was never that nigga. Like, I didn't have no choice because I was a kid. I couldn't listen to all of the other shit. You know what I'm saying? My mother wasn't giving me Tupac CDs and Biggie shit.
The wild shit to me about back then, compared to now, is like the amount of music that was made. You feel me? Like, back then, it wasn't oversaturated how it is now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everything oversaturated now. It's hella, everybody rap. Everybody knows somebody. Every person out here know at least 5 people personally that rap. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's putting out music and all that shit. Not just as a hobby type shit.
All in all, if you controlled your air, you still gonna have to be relevant to some.
Yo, you go down in the history, that's like,
You always gonna be Bow Wow. Gonna always be able to.
Bow Wow
make
now, he like,
He can always finesse somebody.
what that's called, like a
you can
D-list?
still go into a birthday party and you know.
Easily. I'm Bow. Hey, I come do the journey to that. That's
Yeah.
like he's Bow Wow. At the end of the day, yeah, nobody's checking for him. But if you surprise your kid with Bow Wow or son, they know Bow Wow.
They're not going to
That
know.
nigga was for the low. Got that nigga.
They're not going to know.
They not.
You gonna have to
Bow
do a
Wow
whole
and
setup.
T.O.B.
This is what you gotta do. Your kid's birthday in a month. You gonna have to. We turn it on like Mike.
But Bow Wow
Let me
come
put you on.
out.
This is what I watched when I was a kid. Look, we gonna turn on like Mike. We gonna play that whole album, get them real excited, and then you book Bow Wow for the
Nah,
birthday
bro.
party.
I wouldn't even
Green.
book Bow Wow
But look though,
for 2000. What the fuck you gonna do
my daughter,
for my
your
kid?
kid like Michael Jackson. My daughter loves Michael Jackson. She wants her party to be Michael Jackson.
Oh, good. It's good.
So I'm just comparing it to like
You want to get a fake Michael Jackson?
he not even
You
alive.
can't compare. You can't compare Bow Wow.
I know you can't. You can't, but the
Right, that's what I'm
success,
trying to say.
the success, like, is
Bro, you
that,
can't compare
is that
success.
success? I'm
No.
saying, is that,
Michael Jackson is
If you
legendary.
remember-
That's beyond successful. That's beyond.
yeah,
That's like that's a
he's-
legend. You know what I'm saying?
He's,
Like
out of
once
this
it's when your
world.
name, but it's hard. You said ashtray. It's hard to even reach that now. Cause me personally, I feel like the whole industry rigged. Like if they don't want you to be there, you ain't never gonna be there. Period. And,
that's true.
nah, it's people in the industry that came out and
Boosie.
said that shit.
Yeah, it's
I
I'm
feel
saying,
like Boosie still winning.
This gatekeeper. He got caught falling.
man, I'm trying to tell you.
Nobody
saying.
really checking.
But nobody in the industry probably want Boosie in the industry. They probably don't fuck with
Boosie has a
the way he
fan base.
does business, and the way he
Boosie still got a fan base. Boosie still got a fan base, and he's still earning a living off of doing what he want to do, and he never sold out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He stayed on his beliefs and shit.
Nah, I was just making the point that you could still be relevant and make it without making it mainstream, like on it.
Yeah, so.
He not about to get.
But he already had that
You're
mainstream.
not gonna see
you
him
know
in
what I'm saying?
commercials like Dunkin' Donuts commercials and shit. Like, bro, I just seen Ice Spice in the Dunkin' Donuts commercial. Like,
She get that
That's
back.
her hair.
is she a?
It's marketing.
No, I'm just saying. Think about it, bro.
Ice Spice, pumpkin
Think
spice.
about all of the motherfuckers.
That's
that what it is?
No, it ain't had nothing to do with pumpkin spice.
I guarantee
It wasn't no
it
pumpkin
had
spice.
something to do with pumpkin spice.
It didn't.
Dunkin' Donuts,
It didn't have nothing to do with pumpkin spice.
what she do?
She was on the Dunkin' Donuts commercial. You gotta find that commercial. It might have had something to do with it. I ain't really.
I'm sure it did. Ice Spice, pumpkin spice. They didn't do that. They didn't take advantage of
I'm just
getting her on
saying, the
commercial.
fact that she's doing commercials now, Sexy Red, all of them is blowing up. They getting
All
like,
right, so look, big question. You don't believe that Ice Spice, Sexy Red, these type of bitches is in the position that they in on purpose? Like you don't believe in that whole,
like plants,
the whole industry plants, the whole, what's the word for it?
she was picked.
I believe.
What's the word?
You said,
The agenda.
yeah,
I don't feel like
There's
it's
an
talent.
agenda.
pick
There's
people
an agenda,
who's
bro.
gonna push their
That's gonna be
agenda.
it. Yeah,
They're pushing that agenda.
Like if I come out talking the realest shit and exposing shit, they're never gonna push
Look.
that shit.
Look,
That's not what they want.
and but you really gotta look at what they pushing though. Like, what do they, like, what's their goal? You know what I'm saying? They want, like, shit get deep, bro. I don't know how deep we getting on this podcast. All in all, the music industry is crazy.
It get
bro. Like,
deep,
That
bro.
shit is crazy.
It's an agenda.
It's almost like I don't even want to blow up that far. You get what I'm saying? Like look at like
That's how you will blow up.
by not wanting to. But real shit though, like I was talking to somebody about this shit the other day. Like I don't need to be Dirt or Travis Scott or no. I don't need all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'll reach like Shock Lizzie status where you like you making your money off of your shit. You getting feature money. You getting show money, but you're not pushing no agenda. They not coming to you and having these meetings with you. Like, listen, you need to say this. Say, I don't want all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now they probably do. They probably
I don't want that, bro. Like, I don't want to
I
make it that
can't say I
far.
don't want it, but I do want that level of more so. What is it? Call and response. Like if people got an open ear to what I got to say, you know how those people have an influence.
Man, I'm trying to be so big.
Cause I feel like I could trick. Well, I ain't gonna say it like that.
You're not going like what I'm saying. They got this shit so set up to where as though it's like you're not gonna reach that unless you're pushing that agenda. You feel what I'm saying?
I
Like,
already accepted that. I know that.
so you gonna push
So
the
you could
agenda
never be Taylor
Nah.
Swift unless you was.
unless you push the
It don't have nothing to do with Taylor Swift.
But you look at her agenda. What she pushing?
No, I don't listen. I don't listen to her.
We
I
don't
just
want
know she
to.
big.
We don't want to get
I know how
this
big she
podcast
is.
canceled, so we not going to talk about it.
Nah,
You know
I
what I'm
do.
saying?
That is
But there's definitely agenda there too. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's
the objective is to get canceled.
the objective.
You're trying to get that much recognition.
Oh, we want to get canceled.
You want to get canceled. Because that's going to go back.
So the agenda is pro-gay. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh, that was with
Let's
Lord
be
Nas.
Let's be honest. That's
He
Taylor
took
Swift
over-
too.
Took over
That's
the
all of
kids.
them, bro. Like that's all
The whole
of them, bro.
Old Town
The
Road.
agenda
song.
is they want black men to be gay. They want to demasculate black men, and they want to masculate black women.
Yes.
That's the agenda. You know what I'm saying? Let's be fucking for real. That's the agenda. They want to demasculate black men and masculate black women. Why? Because when you do that, there's going to be less black babies.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Trying to
Population control, less welfare, less food stamps, less this, less that, less shit that the government. That's how they looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
It's like we in the way. Like we got
In
to
the
find a
fucking
way.
way. Let's
But
cut
it's
this shit down.
there's more white people on that, you know.
What?
Statistically, I think.
On welfare and shit. Yeah, it probably is. I'm talking about that's
Black people doing good.
That's how the government looking at it though. You
Oh
feel me?
yeah, they want to destroy.
And that probably play a part into it too. Black success is at an all-time high right now.
Hell yeah.
You don't think they don't see that? They don't want that shit, bro.
Niggas
Like the
go-
laws, listen, when you talk about a constitution and shit like that, right? This constitution wasn't made for black free people. This shit was made when black people were still slaves.
Yeah.
These laws were created to benefit the white people that was in control of the black people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
they
now
give a fuck.
that it's a free country, right? These same laws are benefiting the people that they did not intend for it to benefit. They don't want black people legally arming themselves, like legal gun holders. That's black. They did not intend when they wrote that right to bear arms. They did not mean black people. They didn't want them to have no guns, bro. So it's like, you know, they playing catch up, trying, you know, fix their little.
And now it's too deep now. They too far in now.
So what's the answer? They want to kill them off, prevent them from being born. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, bro. It's an agenda, bro.
I also look at that shit though, like niggas before we was born saw that agenda and been, you know what I'm saying, tipping that shit.
I'm saying,
so
you can't stop it.
Yeah. So do you rebel?
No.
Or do you?
I mean,
go with the flow, make your money, and feed your family. And say, fuck the agenda. Because I can't really control it.
That's how I'm coming. Fuck the agenda.
And that's why I said, I want the influence, because I know I'm not, my mental is too strong. I never sell out for no, you know what I'm saying? Like certain shit.
It's going to be this motherfucking interview right here they gonna bring this shit up in like 10 years. Like, oh, now we gotta get them out of the way. They
mentally
bullshit back then.
See, that's what they do too.
But back in the day, though, even in the 60s and the 50s, niggas was mentally strong. You know what I'm saying? Because they went through so much. It was just
50s and 60s wasn't big on entertainment. That was like Hollywood shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like
movies and
shit. It wasn't really a space for black people in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless you was step and fetch it type of nigga.
Yeah, it was like zoo shit.
Yeah, like you gotta dance. Wow. Dance, nigga, like.
Yeah.
No, but this niggas back then, they didn't have the resources or they didn't have power as far as like financially to be able to make the moves now it's like you got motherfuckers like Diddy, 50 Cent, Floyd Mayweather. There's so many, not just millionaires, like over 100 million. Rick Ross, all these niggas are super
everybody you name is with that shit though.
But that's the thing. Do you think that mentally?
And imagine though, from the start though, being the first nigga who they asked to be in it. Like you getting it, you doing good for yourself.
Like it was Jay.
See what you got going on. Nah, it was way before Jay. Quincy Jones, you gotta think all them type.
I'm talking about rappers.
Nigga,
I'm thinking entertainment. I'm just thinking entertainment. Like,
they was pushing the agenda way back because they had even more control back then. Niggas was couldn't read and didn't have their lawyers and all the paperwork and shit.
Somebody was in control of all this shit.
Yeah. He was
banking them probably like, think about it, $100 bill or some shit.
Bro, think about, and then you gotta think about where they came from. They just the Civil War and all that shit.
They did. Remember they tried to show them?
Right. They was playing with that man. Now. You see, even in the NFL, Lamar Jackson, that nigga held off because he wanted a certain amount of money. Nigga, back in the 80s, nigga, they wasn't nigga, they was taking whatever deal, like, even if you was getting lowballed or wasn't really getting
it was more the
nigga success.
To even have
right, exactly.
Like
success was different because now success is different than what it was 20 years ago.
Because opportunity is different.
Because now it is. At first, $1 million would have been all a nigga would have ever wanted. I'm good for life, set for life. Now, nah, nigga, I need 20 million.
You know what it is for real?
30 million. Because he got 30 million.
It's the internet.
If he got, we're able to see that
information.
Oh, this nigga mansion big as shit. My mansion not big enough. You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day, if you wanted to learn something, you got to read a book.
Yeah.
To learn something.
Or go through it.
You ain't have Google. You ain't have none of that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So people weren't educated on.
You can learn some shit on accident.
Fact.
Be scrolling and some information come right to you. Like, oh damn, I didn't know that about that. Like, you just learned something new on the day. Scrolling. Back in the day, niggas was not doing it. You gotta go look for it or go to it.
I'm saying, like, information is so in your face now. Like, you have no choice but to be aware of certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but this is why now I feel like they're looking at it like we don't have control over it.
Nah,
we looking at it like we gods on earth, like we run this shit now. We not like at one point. No, bro, you gotta think about it. I'm talking about. This is how, like, I'm pretty sure Diddy feels like I'm the most powerful man in the world.
He don't think he's God. He probably feels like a God.
I'm a God on earth.
Hey, nah, I ain't with that. I'm Muslim.
No, I'm not saying that that's your beliefs. I'm just saying the way that this shit is. Because think, bro, back then they this is post-slavery. Like, niggas was born, if you was born after, in the 70s or the 80s, it's different than if you was born in the 40s and you grew up and then you was seeing the shit change over, and now you just happy to motherfucking be able to get your 3 acres and a mule for real. You not really tripping off what the next man got, or he got more millions than you. I don't give a fuck what James Brown got. I'm Ray Charles and me and my family good. Now I feel like it's not like that. It's like, oh shit, that nigga got the Maybach. I need to get
we in a new world,
super
right?
Maybach. You know what I'm saying?
And we're going through it. We at that age where we live a certain way, and now shit is different. And we gotta adjust. Or we're gonna be looked at as an old nigga.
The status quo is different. So the agenda, I feel like,
but that's some keeping up with the Jones and shit though.
and it's everybody
is keeping up with the time.
Everybody is looking at everybody. Nobody is really. Like, I feel like back then, niggas was minding their business. They don't want to, you don't need to see, it ain't, if they had Instagram in the 60s, no niggas would have been on that motherfucker, because we don't want you seeing the side of our house.
I don't
think so.
I think they would have been with it, bro. I think like, real shit, bro, like, the internet and social media, that shit real life corrupted society, bro. Like,
it gave people inside access to your life.
Yes.
And back then, I don't think people want, what goes on in our house stays in our house. We don't let what happened in our family leave this family conversation.
So that dialect is how it was.
Motherfucker will go live
came out,
in the midst of a
shootout.
Right, like, you feel me? Like, it's so much shit that you getting access to seeing, like, that you wouldn't have had access to seeing if you wasn't dead.
You gotta look at how it gradually happened, though. They didn't just all out give us Facebook, Instagram. You can go live. You can do this. They didn't give that shit all at once.
Nah, it was.
They probably had the capability to do it when they first came out with Facebook, but they didn't give it to us all at once. You know what I'm saying?
Stages.
And if they would have, we probably wouldn't have been with that shit up front. But the way that they like snuck this social media shit into our life is like they made it so regular now.
But the timing of it,
that shit is accepted now that would have never been accepted.
Think about the timing of it though. Like, imagine 1970 and they got Instagram and going live and FaceTime and shit. Imagine the shit that would have been witnessing then versus what you're witnessing now. I'm not saying it would have been more graphic or even, but I just can't imagine that motherfuckers would have been that, our parents and our parents would have been that active on it as we are. You know what I'm saying? Because we in a different generation.
They would have, bro.
I think the world has kind of generally always been the same. It's just now we have access to see it. That's why everybody be like, damn, why everybody life seem the same? People relate to all the little same jokes on videos and shit like, damn, I go through the same shit with my kid or this and that. Because everybody is pretty much generally living the same kind of life.
Get in the window to see it though. You wouldn't know, like, you wouldn't be worried. I don't think you would be even checking to see who such and such, what they posted, or checking on anybody.
They had the access to, I think they would have. That's just like saying back in the day they wouldn't be calling each other. Yeah, because they didn't have a phone. But the nigga who invented the phone, like, damn, I need to get in contact with that nigga over there. It gotta be a better way.
They used to be on big wild shit back in the day. They used to have chat lines. You used to call it chat lines.
Because it was inventions. They was all of this stuff was innovative.
Gradually, yeah.
That was the social media back then. You used to call it chat line. You feel me?
Yeah. We used to do that shit on the late night.
Niggas ain't even. Life was so different that I don't even think niggas would have had the time to even be doing. Like, we got way more time on our hands too. I feel like, because back then they probably, bruh. If you just coming from slavery, you just trying to stay out the white man's way. You feel me? You ain't really out here you just trying to make a way for you and your family because you just came from, it's a difference from poverty now and poverty then, I feel like. Nigga, we just came from a fucking field where we was just picking cotton and shit, and now we free.
But that ain't really how it happened though. Like, when they declared them free, it ain't just, they was free for, they was still states that was still doing that shit.
They had to travel. They had to go north. That's where they went up north. Everybody traveled. You feel me?
And then
migrated.
And then you had sharecropping, where it was still slavery, bro. They was paying them pennies, and then they'd take their money because they lived there. Like, slavery didn't stop when Abraham Lincoln motherfucking abolished slavery.
There's still slavery going on right now.
Yeah. Absolutely. Did you know, look, everybody try to call Kanye crazy when he said this shit. Kanye not crazy. Kanye is educated. Listen, the 13th Amendment, he said that the 13th Amendment should be changed. And everybody went fucking crazy like, or why should we change the 13th Amendment? When the 13th Amendment says, basically, that was the amendment that abolished slavery, right? But what you don't know is when you Google the 13th Amendment, it says, no man or woman shall be forced to work. Like, that was abolishing slavery, but what people don't know is in there, it says, unless they have been convicted of a crime.
Mm-hmm. Which means that
when you go to prison,
you're a slave.
You can be a slave.
Yeah.
That's in our Constitution.
Yeah.
People don't even know that shit. People just think the 13th Amendment abolished slavery. It literally says, you can look it up right now, bruh.
I know, I'm already there.
No man or woman shall be forced to work involuntarily unless they have been convicted of a crime. And I did 5.5 years in prison, bruh. We used to make $1.35 a day for our job, or $2.75 a day.
Yeah.
A day, not an hour. We'd be at work for 8 hours. We making $3 a day. If that's not slavery, what the fuck is?
Yeah.
Real life.
And you don't have a choice.
Your license plates, all your license plates that's on the road right now is made in a prison. And they making like $4 a day, pressing license plates all day long. I was in prison, my tattoo artist, he did his whole sleeve right here. He worked in the plate shop. He chopped his whole fucking finger off, bro. 2 fingers. Right here. He wasn't even trained to be working on the machine he was working on. He was getting $4 a day, bro. Making license plates. He chopped off 2 fingers. Still doing tax. At least he chopped off his hand.
The wrong hand.
But and he ain't get no type of
nothing. He got fired. And he got sent to the hole. Because they had to spin it to where as though they weren't liable. So they were like, oh, you were operating machinery that you weren't supposed to be operating. We're gonna send him a lockup. They made him do like 31 days in a box, sent him back to the prison. He don't got no job no more, nothing. They made him the bad guy type shit. He chopped off his fucking fingers.
So what if you don't do the job?
I'm saying, so alright, so basically like I can't speak on nothing else. I did prison time in New Jersey State Prison, you feel me? When you go to New Jersey State Prison, you automatically cell sanitation. You get $1.35 a day. You know what I'm saying? That means that you sanitize your cell and they pay you. That's called state pay. They give you $1.35 a day or some shit. But you got people in there that's fucked up. They don't got no family. They don't got nobody sending them no money and shit. They want a job. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of people that want a job in jail. And like you work in the kitchen, bro, you make $2.50 a day. You cooking every single meal for the whole prison. $2.50 a day. You feel me? Like they not paying. Like they literally like you will get enough that you can buy yourself some soap. If they don't give you no, like they'll give you that little bar hotel soap. You know, you wash your clothes with that shit.
Right.
Real loud, you wash your drawers with that shit when you get out of the shower. You know what I mean? You need soap, you need toilet paper, you need life shit. You know what I'm saying? So that little $3 a day, that shit add up. You order every 2 weeks, you gonna have your little $50 or something, state pay come is better than not having nothing.
Right.
You looking out your window, mad as shit, everybody walking back with their bags and shit, you feel me? So they know people gonna work for that $4 a day. So they don't have to enslave nobody. They gonna pay them $4 a day. That's sharecropping. That's what the sharecroppers did. You feel me? When they abolished slavery, they still had sharecroppers. Where it's like, all right, y'all gonna still go out there and pick that cotton, but we gonna pay y'all. But it's gonna be pennies. Like,
right.
And that's what they did. We're technically paying y'all to go pick this cotton, but y'all paying us rent now because y'all live here. But it's still slave. It's the same slave quarters as they was living in before slavery was abolished and all that shit. Ain't nothing changed. They just paid them and took the money back for rent. Like, nothing changed, bro. Nothing changed. And to this day, it's the same as sharecropping. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why Kanye
this is the wild shit, though.
Slave.
This is the wild shit. This is the whole wild shit, though. Let's say everybody in prison had family that was sending them money and nobody was fucked up and nobody wanted to work in prison. Then nobody wanted to work in the kitchen. Then nobody wanted to work in a bakery. Then nobody wanted to work in a tag shop. Then nobody wanted to do shit. Guess what they would do? They're going to go to classification. They're going to be like, hey, we're short on this job. You're assigned to tag shop. And guess what's going to happen if you don't go to the tag shop? You're going to lockup.
All right, that was the question.
Yeah. You're going to lockup. Lockup sucks. You come out every other day for a shower. No bullshit. I'm in a room. I did 90 days straight lockup. You feel me? I'm in a room 47 hours and 45 minutes. Come out 15 minutes for a shower. I get on the phone once a week for like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a room.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And guess what I went to lock up for? My rap book. A law could strike me dead if I'm lying, bro. I'm at the gym. I'm at the fucking gym. I'm at the gym. They called me and my bunkie to the little gym Sally port and shit. It's like 12 motherfucking COs in that jump. They like, yo, turn around, put your hands behind your back, da da da. They walk us to the motherfucking jump. They like, yeah, whose notebook is this? I'm like, that's mine. Off the rip. Like my bunkie, you know what I'm saying? Mob homie and shit, shout out old dog. I think he locked up right now too, free old dog, man. Motherfucking, he like, my buddy had a visit that day, you feel me? So I'm like, man, I'm trying to get him out the way. Like, we had gym at like 8 in the morning. His visit was 1 o'clock type shit. I'm trying to get him, like, let him go type
right.
shit. If that's what this is about. Y'all mad about this rap book, but they try to say I was on some gang shit, right? Because I was, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Mob this, Paru that, you feel me? Like, yeah, okay, it's in there, 1700 this, 1700 that, but I didn't know that I couldn't write raps in jail. My nigga, like, what? What? You feel me? Like, what?
I ain't know they going through your shit like that.
Yeah.
But somebody dropped a slip on us though, man, cause we was running the tip, to be honest. You feel me? Like, I had a G, bro had a dub. It was like 10 mob homies on the tail. We was, you know what I'm saying? That's how I go. It be politics, bro. Somebody dropped a slip in our room. They went there, searched the jump, and they gave me 90 days STG, security threat group charge, for gang-related shit in my rap book.
That's crazy.
So after that, when I used to write, I used to be like leaving blank spots in my shit, like real shit. Like I had to edit my.
Write the clean version.
Yeah, I had to write a clean version of my shit. I was scared as shit to go back to that motherfucker. Like,
write the clean.
No bullshit.
Nah, fuck them COs, man.
Hey, and then
shit.
Shad, when you was in lockup,
That
you
shit-
ain't had no books or nothing in it.
Yeah,
Oh, why?
got your tablet, but you know,
Yeah,
you
still, that's still hard.
only get on the kiosk once a week. So like, you can email and shit, but it don't send out until you hook it up to the kiosk. You feel me? Yeah, that shit was wild, bro. But I ain't gonna hold you though, like, you know, that whole prison shit saved my life, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't.
So if you could do it over again, would you?
If I could do it over again,
Would you have did it the same way and learned the same way and be the same way where you at right now? Or would you take it back and do it differently if you could? From why you even got locked up, that decision to you getting caught up with the decision that got you locked up and doing the time. You want to take nothing back to shit. Would you be you today? Would you be the same?
I'm saying, look,
Yeah.
that's how I was about to answer this shit, right? Like, I am who I am today because of everything that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? And I love who I am. Like, I love me. Like, shit, you feel me? I love the shit out of me. So it's like, I don't know. And it's an easy question to answer because you can't do it.
Right.
You can't go back.
It's a hypothetical question.
So
when you think about it,
like,
some people
I don't
be like,
think I would though, bruh. Like, and if I would, then
I would have did it this way.
I don't know.
Some people
I
have
don't know.
regrets, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, I wonder who the fuck I would have been though. Like, I'd have still been me, but I was wild as shit. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
but then, so would I have gone back and never been off that wild shit? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not more so that. Nah, that's more so the part. Like that's where you was at the time. You can't say.
You know, the younger you are, the wilder you are.
No, I'm
The
just
older
saying.
you get, the wiser you get.
Right. You know, your brain don't stop growing until you're 25. Your brain doesn't stop developing until you're 25.
So you still retaining and learning.
So look, you know they just passed a law that was like, if you got convicted of life without parole before you turned 18, that you can fucking get that shit overturned. They gotta re-sentence you because your brain doesn't stop developing until you're 25. Like, that's the reason why the Supreme Court made that ruling. You know what I'm saying? So that lead me to believe, like, why are we considered an adult at 21?
Yeah.
No, 18.
Yeah, but it's really switching to 21.
Oh.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't buy cigarettes until you're 21.
The gun shit. 21.
Can't buy a pistol until you're 21, but you could buy a whole AR at 18 with no license or nothing. Like, if you ain't got no criminal record, you could go to Walmart and buy an AR-15. wild as fuck. But fuck all that. You feel me? Like,
That's another story.
I feel like in the future though, they fuck around and make the adult age 25, bro. Like scientifically, your brain doesn't stop developing until you're 25. So how could you be an adult at 18?
It should.
It should.
Because
You should be
25
a
and
juvenile
21
until you're
is a big
25.
ass
You don't really learn
Big ass
yourself
difference.
until you're
What?
like 24,
25 and 21
You don't know who you are until
Yeah, what you
25.
like or don't like, you just
And 18, especially.
yeah. That's
18, you think
Yeah.
you're wrong.
That's
When you
too
18, you
easy.
feel me? Like,
Yeah.
You a kid at 18.
Really?
bruh. The fact that niggas was driving and renting hotels and shit at 18 is crazy. Like,
All right, yeah, and then that
the
made me.
shit we was doing.
Now I think about it
18.
like, hold up, like, what's a kid though? Because it's like the shit I was doing at 16, like, it's wild as fuck, grown shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I was doing grown shit, but I was still a kid.
You was going home to your mom and dad house.
I was paying the bills at mommy's house.
Oh, yeah, it's different. Man. Shit.
Was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Everybody's childhood different though, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't, even if you could go back, you would just be observing what you did. You
I
wouldn't
feel
be
like the
changing.
kid is more so the mindset, not what you doing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm sure you wouldn't do some shit now that you done at 16. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now
nah,
I did at 21.
I was wild at like that thought process at that age. Even me, I'd be like,
It's getting less nasty the more we go.
you got that initial little
I got that shit out the way already.
I'm over there being fancy with the costumes.
Season 2, we doing hour-long episodes. Man. Fuck the dumb shit.
Bro, we been doing that.
we got
Oh, they been an hour?
Yeah, we got some joints. Y'all check us out. All in All Podcast. Thank y'all for the viewers that's been waiting.
Season 2, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all still watching, ain't subscribed yet, man.
Yes.
So,
We appreciate the view, but just subscribe for us. It goes a long
free.
way. Y'all, yeah, it's free. It takes like 2 seconds to just click it. You probably forget it.
You don't even gotta watch none of those. Just
They already
Click
did it. They already did it. When you said subscribe, they already did it.
Oh,
By
they
this
did
time,
it?
it's done.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
shout out to you then. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
Take this out.
Season 2. We got my man Loud Pat. You know what I'm saying? The man come through. Artist. My man an actor now.
Yeah, man, I forgot. We gotta plug that in.
You got a new
so,
show you in, I hear.
Absolutely, man.
Tell us about that joint.
So, it's a show called The Choice. It's set in Baltimore. It's directed by Shot by Nah. Shout out Shot by Nah, man. Basically, it's about it's 2 boxers from Baltimore, and one of them, he like all about boxing. You know what I'm saying? He focused. He got a dream. You know what I'm saying? He's chasing a dream. He's chasing that boxing dream. He's nice.
Dream Chasers.
Right.
Shut up, big boy.
And then the other one, you know what I'm saying? He be boxing and shit, but he in the streets though.
Oh
You
yeah.
feel me? He's still, yeah, like he's still active or whatever.
Street Fighter.
Shut the fuck up. Look.
Street fight.
So, so basically, I play a character named Block, and he like run the block type shit, and so,
Ironic.
oh boy, how ironic, right? Why would they pick me?
Ain't no real
shit
talk.
like that? But
But back in the day, the first time I ever got into a fight, it was with a nigga named Block.
for real,
Yeah, Southeast 41st. On the basketball court.
that's funny as shit.
You remember that shit.
But look, yo, you just make that up?
Nah, it's not.
Oh,
It
Damn.
was Block.
Hey,
Block and Buster. And it's no smoke. Shout out to y'all. I mean, see y'all in a long time. If y'all tapping in, shout out.
they not tapping.
They probably not.
They not.
they ain't tapping
They're
in,
not
but
I ain't seen them since I was 5.
About to say, we don't even know if they alive, man. You talking
Hopefully they are.
Southeast.
Hopefully they are.
yeah, we wish nothing but positivity to the.
I was 6. That's so long ago. We think about to be 30.
But nah, anyway, look, you gotta be sidetracked.
Now you said Block.
Block, yeah. So I played Curtin named Block. You feel me? Block, run the block. And the boxer that's, you know what I'm saying, in the street still, he owe Block some bread. You feel me? Block looking for him. I ain't gonna get
got
y'all.
some fun for you.
that shit. I'm a blackout man now, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was a 2-4, dark crunch, all that.
I ain't gonna lie, that's the worst.
I started getting up Hagerstown, bro, and all they sell up there is blackout. So now I don't even want shit but blackout.
I'm hearing it. You blacked it out too.
Nah, I'll be spanking this shit.
You definitely spanking. You got it. So,
but yeah, so
When that shit's supposed to air?
October 11th.
where's Aaron?
October 11th.
Hey, that's Mookie B-Day. Shout out to Mookie.
Shout out to Mookie. I don't know
Her birthday October 11th.
Shout
Y'all gonna drop on her birthday.
Y'all get a Tubi drop?
So that's alright. So look, so the first episode, you know what I'm saying, that's like the pilot. He gonna drop that jump on just YouTube for now, and then we don't know if we want Tubi.
I'ma look. Can I speak on
We
Tubi?
want Netflix. Let's be for real.
Can I speak on
We want Netflix.
Nah, for real.
But
And-
it's a
and-
start. Because
Can I
Netflix got a little more.
Can I speak
you know
on the
what I'm
Or
saying?
Pluto or Hulu. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like,
Hulu's
Let me speak on this Tubi shit one time, please.
let me talk.
Go ahead.
Cause bro, quality, let me shout out to Shop by Nah, you hear me? Shop by Nah quality sitting on anything on Tubi. Period.
That's
So
why I
it's
wanna
like,
speak
it's
on
like
Tubi.
Jump on
we don't even wanna stoop. Shout out to
That's how
Tubi
you-
though.
but look, no, that's how you
shout out to
go
Tubi
in.
though, because if we gotta settle for Tubi, we gonna settle for Tubi.
And you gonna be the best
Tubi is still a
quality.
check. It's still a check. You feel me?
You
Yeah.
gonna be the best squad. That's how you
be having some
pulled up.
bullshit though.
Because
like,
my man,
Yeah, you gotta be the best on Tubi.
this what I'm gonna tell you.
Them
We
two-
guaranteed to. Like this shit gonna be so sweet. We guaranteed to.
I feel like this can be
Guaranteed to.
This can be on
Like,
Tubi.
This could be on Tubi. This podcast could be on
Shit.
fucking Tubi for real. If we edited it enough and shit like that, yeah.
I ain't
the
gonna lie.
fact that Tubi's popping like that and it's so much.
We talked
bullshit.
about it.
Tubi popping because it's free.
How?
Because it's free.
Let me tell you
That's
this though.
why. It's
Can I
free.
give y'all my Tubi story?
That's why Tubi's popping.
So how do they cut checks?
Listen, bro.
Advertisements.
So commercials and shit come up
Facts,
on the
they
show.
not
All the time. Long ass commercial, like 4 minutes. Mad as shit watching
Hey, I
Tubi.
ain't never watched it. I just be seeing the bag
Bruh,
clips from.
Let me
like,
tell you a
I be
personal
watching
story,
Tubi.
fool.
Tubi be having some shit
Nigga be
sometimes.
trying
Stop
to
what
spin
you
the
doing.
bullet.
You know
Stop
what
what
Tubi
you
do?
doing.
I be watching on Tubi.
Stop
Everybody
what you
hates
doing.
Chris.
Oh, that's on there?
Yeah.
Oh, so
I be watching that shit.
Everybody.
Like, fuck me.
Yeah, that's a
Alright,
classic.
go ahead.
Listen, bro. I kept seeing niggas post these Tubi videos on Instagram.
Did
I'm
you
like,
see the jump when he was like?
never watched it. I just kept seeing these
Did you see the
fugazi
jump? Hold
ass
on.
clips.
Did you see the jump when he was talking to his wife and he was like, "Yeah, you thought I've been going to work this whole time, but I don't even got no job. You know how I've been paying for this shit?
This
I've been
dick."
selling dick."
Yeah, I see that
Yo, he said I've been
Yeah, I saw
selling
a
this dick
joint-
and paying for
I
this.
saw a
Yeah, I
joint
see that shit.
where they cut to
My
like
phone's so hot, bro.
a precinct, but they stole a clip from Blue Street.
Oh shit, they did?
shit. Hey,
Martin was in the shit on the cut screen.
Nah.
I'm like, hey,
No, nah. Let me tell you. Let me finish telling you. So I'm cooling, bro. I ain't never seen Tubi before. The shit is on my TV. I just never clicked it because I'm watching everything but that.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm chilling with somebody. I ain't even gonna say who. And they was like, it was nothing to watch. I don't really watch shit. I just watch sports. So I'm just watching highlights and shit. I'm watching that shit for like 2 hours. First take, all that shit. She like, let me play this Tubi. Let me see what's on Tubi. I'm like, Tubi? Nobody's ever requested that. Like, let me see what the fuck this shit about, bruh.
Yeah.
The most, like, the production was terrible. The acting was terrible. The people was like, where they get these people from? None of this shit makes sense.
It's some bullshit.
How is it keeping your interest? Like, this
we
shit
could
is
shoot a movie and
this shit is so
Literally,
fucking,
like we could.
this shit
we
is
could-
so not entertaining.
I got movies written.
I would rather
This
not
camera-
watch anything than to look at
at us
this
on
shit. Cause this shit
You know
is
what I'm saying?
blowing me just looking at it. Like, what
See,
the
that's
fuck?
why I would fuck with it though.
That's
good.
Yeah, nah,
I'm an actor now.
Tubi shit is.
Cash me. Fuck you talking about.
The fact that they
with it.
giving
Write a script.
The only
independent
thing I fuck with
people-
about Tubi is the fact that they doing it. They letting anybody
Yeah,
put their
like,
shit on it. But
like-
anybody, this is why
Now, you know what we
everybody
really-
don't have
You know what we
it.
really ready to go for is Zeus.
That's some good.
I'm gonna tell you what Tubi is.
Zeus is a bag, bro.
Tubi is LimeWire.
It is.
Tubi is some shit that
And
anybody
it's
can
access.
upload.
Like,
That shit.
we could get it done.
Yeah, they
We
cut.
could get it done.
Nigga, we probably could. Nigga, I probably could make a
That's
flick with a
fucking
joint
cool.
and put that shit on
Zeus,
Tubi.
yeah, that's a good one.
Tubi got flicks on there? We probably upload a porn video to that.
No.
I don't know.
No.
Hit a bitch. You don't think so?
You might as well just fucking go and make yourself an
OnlyFans. I'm saying that's the route to go. That's definitely the route to go. I'm saying to be so ratchet that I wouldn't put it past them.
Nah, they don't got no porn on them.
Man, let's shoot a movie.
Kids watch too.
And drop that shit on Tubi.
Let's shoot a movie. Write a script.
Let's shoot a movie.
Oh, I need the script. I got the plot.
Let's shoot a movie and not drop it on Tubi.
And drop it with.
If you got a script, like I could plug you in with Nah.
I don't have a script. I got a whole.
If you made a script though, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Nah, like bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Nah, trying to do something. Like he moving from music videos to something major, bro. Like he's on. This show that he doing, this not his only project.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna tell you. He got shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he on shit. Like shout out Nah for the third time. You hear me?
Yeah, shout out him.
No boys
on tap in.
No boys.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. The name.
See a lot of future endeavors. It's manifested.
And not for nothing, bro. Videos is like that.
Absolutely.
Like that. I'm long overdue for a Shot by Nah video, but my next vid definitely gonna be Shot by Nah. No bullshit.
And you said that shit out here October 11th.
Absolutely. Trailer coming out real soon.
First pilot on YouTube, October 11th. What's the name of it again?
The Choice. People have that jump right here. The Choice. October 11th.
October 11th.
Link gonna be on everybody Instagram. You already know what it is.
Tap in.
Oh look, so check this out. Did you know that the streaming, you know when you check your streaming jump, like I ain't gonna hold you, bro. When I check what I get paid for my streams, that shit don't be about shit. You feel me?
You see the function.
That should be less than, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It don't be about shit. I don't even cash it out. I'm
millions.
just letting that shit build. I haven't cashed out my
You gotta
streaming
literally
check yet.
touch millions.
I haven't cashed out my streaming check
You
yet.
don't gotta touch millions to cash out.
My shit not even
1 million views is like $1,000.
for real. For real.
YouTube,
1 million streams, period, is like $1,000.
Napster pay the most.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro.
Title
Look,
next.
I've been out of prison. I've been out of prison dropping music for like 2 years plus. You know what I'm saying? My shit's still not over a couple bands. Like it's not. Like it's I'm just letting that shit build. I'm not touching that shit. You feel me? Like
You should do what you said. You take that shit out and just reinvest it. Cause letting it sit is only depreciating. Cause the US dollar at this point is going down.
I heard that.
So if you making it quarterly, shit, take it. Whatever
That's it.
video you got, drop that shit on the ad. You know what I'm saying? Only gonna grow more, and then that next quarter you might double what you've been letting sit.
in reality, I just need to drop more music. I've been bullshit. I got so much music in the vault, bro. Like
You and I both.
I need to.
Listen up.
I'm
We all been working.
I'm at
I'm at the same point as you in. Like I don't even feel like it, cause like
I'm going some manager, executive producer.
I hate when I drop shit and I feel like this is a song that could really go places.
So,
It could go places. Yeah, I should. Right? Fuck with Dream. You be doing that?
I want to.
I want to get with that. Cause I'll sell any song that I got. I'll take that bitch down right now. You can have it.
Live at the podcast.
But I really want a young artist that's going to listen to me. Because I really want to produce the record. You know what I'm saying? Like certain.
Own all the rights to
it. If I made a song to it, I heard it a certain way.
Yeah.
So if you don't deliver that drink that way, and it ain't better than what I did, I'm gonna be like, all right, I could have kept the drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if a nigga gonna listen to me and we can get that shit perfect, it's all yours, please. I just give me my little credit, executive producer. You can have the shine. I'm past that shit.
How old you is? You can cut this. You can cut this. You can cut this. I don't care.
How old I look, y'all?
He ain't want to share
Like
with the
30.
viewers.
33. I just turned 30 like 4 days ago. So, no, more than 4 days. Damn, what's the 30th?
Welcome to the
I turned
Trey
30
Club.
on September 17th.
Welcome to the Trey Club. Happy belated.
I was scared of 30, but now it's like
It's the new 20s.
I'm living in it.
30 is the new 20s. 40 is the new 30s.
I ain't even gonna say that. 30 is 30. Look,
Nah.
30 is your prime, bruh. your 30s is your prime. What you do in your 30s is gonna determine the rest of your life. Period.
True.
What you do in your 30s is gonna determine the rest of your life, bruh. If you don't got no 401k by the time you 40, it's like what you gonna be working a job for the rest of your life? You never gonna retire? Real life, like real shit. You ain't got no 401k, no stocks, no investments by the time you 40.
And none of that shit matters.
I'm saying, fuck all that. Like, fuck that, bruh. We gotta plan for the future. Like, 401k, stocks and bonds, CDs, all that. You know what I'm saying? Credit.
Get you a good
all that. Like, you need to, that's like, 30s is for that.
Good life insurance.
30s is for, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, life insurance, all that shit. Like, pull me up.
But look,
Life insurance.
people, there's a lot of people that
Life
don't.
insurance is so, like, under talked about. I feel like everybody should have life insurance, bro.
You're insuring your life.
You know how many people die in the hood every day? Imagine if everybody had life insurance. You would create generational wealth. Ain't that some shit? Look up how many homicides happen in DC today. Or not, fuck today, this year.
Nigga, you see how many GoFundMe's pop up right out.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine
No
if
life
everybody,
insurance.
imagine if every single person had $100,000 life insurance. That's generational wealth. That's generational wealth.
That talk
It's sad to
goes
say.
along the
It's sad to
lines.
say, but what the fuck?
Niggas will be off of niggas.
People not gonna
Niggas be having niggas off. Go ahead, take care of that. You know, I'm gonna
Right. Get his life insurance. Right.
Imagine though.
People be set
Bruh,
in the city.
Look at.
Well, that's why
Look at how
it'd be
many
good
white
and bad. 'Cause
families,
think
bruh.
about it.
No,
If-
hold
what
up,
if
bruh.
what if it was automatic, like everybody had to, like how you gotta have certain
Health
shots
insurance,
in order to
yeah.
go to school and shit
People
like that?
already be killing.
What if
people.
everybody
had to
had
have
to
life
have life insurance? This shit'd be purged.
Look, that's the thing though. They don't
Niggas
want.
wouldn't think twice about
Back to what we was talking about earlier, they
get
do
on the
not
back
want
of
black
it.
people to have life insurance. They don't want black people to have life insurance. They don't want nobody in the hood to have no fucking life insurance.
Man, young niggas
Real
be like,
life.
I got my
They don't.
phone.
Don't. They
Because
don't.
they come out
They
their
don't.
pocket,
You
but
feel me?
also when you think,
Niggas don't want to pay that shit every month. That's
yeah, that's
it
what
is.
it is. They don't.
Not-
That's how.
That's
That's
the
why
thing. That's the
niggas.
thing.
That's why you will never have to worry about niggas in the hood getting life insurance because they got other shit that they gonna do with their money where they don't have
They
no
get
extra money to
assistance.
pay
They
for.
fuck
no-
around, don't even have a bank
Right.
account.
How the
to
fuck
be
I'm
able
gonna
to
pay
it
it
on the app?
Like, nigga, I'm
You know
not
what I'm
paying.
saying?
I'm barely paying my phone bill. You want me to pay life insurance? Nigga, nigga, I need some gas.
Right. I gotta get to work.
Right. Life insurance.
But that's the system though.
You know what I mean?
That's the system, bro.
That's how I felt for the longest, and still.
But you gotta shake that shit. It's either you gonna shake it or you not. And that's
I
real
got it.
live. Like
I got
that's
it
for anybody
for sure.
watching,
Yeah,
bro.
like,
I swear to God.
I was
Oh.
feeling that way, but
That's real loud. If I can't say shit else, that's to anybody watching. Anybody can shake that shit, bruh. You hear me, mom? Look, anybody can shake that shit, bruh. Like
But look, hey, let me ask you
the
this:
whole you caught up in the
wheels and shit don't work no
Bruh.
more. Like if you was to say, like, yeah, if something happened, give all of this to my
yeah,
kid.
wheels work, but that's what you have.
That's what you
before
got.
you die.
The life insurance.
The life insurance is a check when you
Say
die. Yeah.
You've been paying this little $150 every month, and then you croak. You get your folks guarantee.
And then you
Get your policy. What your policy was like $500K or whatever. Like you could have had $20K say that. Yeah, you can put that in your will. That's a little icing on the cake. But if you got the life insurance policy, they guarantee $500K. That's
$500K, you paying at least
Yeah, that's a
like
lot.
$300 a month.
You might be guaranteed like $200.
I'm about to say, damn, fine.
But I'm saying they got those policies.
That's
You can look it up right now.
That's like planning to die though. Planning that is like almost planning to die. It's like you on one end I
But
can
you're
say it's
gonna
being
die.
safe. Everybody know we're
Everybody's
gonna die
gonna
here. But it's like the
You're
amount that you
planning
plan.
for when it happens. Pretty much.
I feel like people start doing that when they get older.
Too late. Cause now your policy ain't built up and shit.
For real?
Yeah, man. They know they do. They come out and test you. Like, pretty much a physical. Like, they pissed me. They came to my house, pissed
Cut
me.
this out, because you gonna just keep digging in your nose.
Damn.
Yeah, I got allergies. If
That's
everybody's
cheap as shit.
That's
Look at
just
this.
go ahead. Niggas know I got allergies.
That's my life.
That's cheap as fuck. Why the fuck don't I have that?
What?
Because that's probably some janky.
Nah,
Shit.
a 10-year, $100,000 policy for life insurance on an average monthly cost is $11 or $12.59.
Oh, I can do
20-year
that.
policy.
I can do
Why
that.
the fuck don't I have
Let
life
me get that. That's what I want. I want that one.
Man, only like 30.
$100,000 for $10 a month. Why the fuck don't everybody have life insurance? $10 a month.
I'll do that. If it's
$10
like
a month
They
is
never-
crazy, bro.
That's like Netflix.
For 100 bands,
You eat, drink,
like yeah,
Smoke.
$10 is like okay, I could
Drive,
die and
all
my
that.
people should straight.
To this
Like,
day.
why the fuck don't I have life insurance?
Yeah, I'm about to make me get life insurance.
I'm about to get life
Get
insurance
some life insurance.
tomorrow.
You got kids, bro. Get life
I'm
insurance.
about to go get life insurance. Fuck
You
that.
got car insurance.
Nigga. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
You gotta drive. You can't get
You
a
can
license.
wreck- you can
if I
wreck
can
your
get a, if
car.
I can get a license
You
without
hear
that,
what you
bullshit.
said?
you can get a
gotta
license
drive.
without car.
What you tell me?
You can't have a car on the road without car
Alright.
insurance though.
Alright, that's the most guaranteed.
I'm planning on driving though. I'm not planning on that.
But you could die. You could
Yeah,
wreck your car. It's
I
the same
could.
shit.
You could.
It's the same shit when you real out. Think about it. You could die the same way you could wreck your car. If you wreck your car, you could fucking die. What the fuck?
Man, all in all, look, here we go with the all
Make
in all
you get the
moment.
insurance.
Why
All
the
in
fuck
all-
don't I have life insurance?
All in
Make
all.
you get car insurance.
I'm about to get life insurance. If that's
Look, let me-
$12
You don't
a
got
month, no.
Let me look.
All in all.
I'm about to get it.
Yeah,
How you was
get life
speaking on
insurance.
how you? I thought you had this shit.
Get the jet.
Nah, I'm just.
We both went on that.
I'm looking in the
I'm
shit.
a man, I'm a keep it looking. I don't got life insurance.
Fuck.
But listen,
My car insurance folks pressed me to get the life insurance.
listen.
You got life insurance?
Do you know what type of car insurance I have?
How much do you pay a month?
Some short shit.
Shit like
It's
that.
cheaper than my car. Way cheaper
What,
than
how much is
my
your
car
life insurance? How much would y'all pay? Drop in the comments. How much would y'all pay a month in case y'all die?
Don't say it like that.
What the fuck? That's
Just say
life
for life
insurance.
insurance. Just
That's
say for
what the
life.
fuck life insurance is, bro.
Bleep that out.
It is.
No, we
insurance
not-
on your life. pretty
You can
much.
bleep it out, but
Don't say it like that.
Fuck that topic.
this gonna be the clip.
Fuck that.
This gonna be the clip. Look,
Car insurance.
how much would y'all pay a
Look, we
month?
living life right now.
Yeah, we all living life, but
Let's
that's
go
what
get
the
life
topic is. We talking about life
insurance because
insurance.
we living
Do they
too
got-
motherfucking hard.
Look, liability.
much-
Do they got liability on life insurance?
So what? If you
What?
responsible
Car
for your own
insurance got
death?
liability and full
So
coverage.
look, what does that mean though?
Yeah,
If you're
your
responsible
shit
for
ain't
your own
total,
death,
they
you don't
fix
get your
it.
100 bands? Like if you do
I
some
have
fuck shit and somebody
liability
kill
on my
you?
car, right? I don't have full coverage. So if some shit happens, I'm only live. Like, you know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
Either you got your life or you don't. Your car
You need that full coverage.
All right, your car
You
fucked
know if
up.
you wreck your car,
drive.
fuck, bro.
Huh?
If you total your car, you're done.
Yeah, you total.
Go
Total
get full
is
coverage,
dead.
bro. You tripping.
Liability.
No.
Or what?
You need, bro, go get that full coverage. You're tripping.
Nah, bro.
Fuck that. If
Nah,
I'm
you
on
hit
here,
it.
listen,
You
if
got
I
it.
have any type of platform, bro, I gotta talk about some type of prison
You hit
reform,
it.
bro.
You
Listen.
did. You definitely
No,
hit it.
I didn't
Made
hit
us
it yet.
feel real
I
bad
didn't hit
for
it
the
yet. No,
niggas that
because y'all don't
locked
understand.
Bullshit.
I talked about lockup. You know what I'm saying?
Locked down, niggas
Cool.
getting
Fuck
in the
that.
hole.
Listen. Fuck that. Listen. There's a prison in New Jersey called Bayside State Prison, bro.
Oh, man.
The entire prison, you get 2 racks a day.
Wow.
Nah, for real, listen. You get 2 racks a day. Bruh, I'm trying to tell you, bruh, this shit need to be heard, bruh. I ain't gonna hold you, bruh. You get 2 racks a day, bruh. You either go outside or you stay inside and you get 15 minutes on the phone. It's like motherfucking 6 phones for fucking 24 people. You know what I'm saying? You get 15 minutes on that jump. Fuck all that dumb shit. Look, bruh. Prison is inhumane as fuck. That's what I'm ready to tell you. Like, when you get sentenced in court and they tell you gotta do all these years, that should be your punishment. Right there. You away from your family, you away from your life, you can't do nothing, you locked up. That should be your punishment.
Don't do no
We got something in our Constitution that say about cruel and unusual punishment and shit. You feel me? Prison is cruel and unusual punishment, bro. Them COs be in there punishing people. You feel me? They feel like it's their job to punish people. The motherfucking, it's still prisons right now that was built in the 60s. Don't got no central air. You feel me? You in that jump hot as fuck. They coming around with a thermostat. It's 106 degrees in the cell, bro. You and your bunkie in that jump with 2 pair of boxers on. You feel me? Like 1 pair of boxers on, the other pair flipped around the other way. You feel me? On some like no socks. It's hot. Y'all both in y'all bunk watching y'all TV. Ain't nobody talking. Ain't nobody moving. Y'all got fans on, blowing hot ass air on you. 106 degrees.
You know what all this make me
Nobody
think
even
about?
wanna move. And this is gen population. This is general. This is not the box. This is regular day to day. You good behavior, whatever. You chilling. You in a fucking room for 22 plus hours a day. 106 degrees. You feel me? Like
How the shit.
So would you
How
want?
the shit.
So would you, if you was to gain your platform, would you advocate for those?
prison reform? Absolutely. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. But not like what I don't see. Like I see prison reform. Like you got people like Meat Mill pushing shit like that, but they pushing. I don't know what the fuck they pushing, but they not pushing for the conditions in prison though. Nobody's talking about the actual living conditions in prison. Like that shit should be looked at by a third party that's not ran by the
Nah, I
state.
seen something recently though.
The only people,
some shit like that.
hold on, the only people that come inside of state prisons to inspect state prisons is state workers. Hear me out, bruh. The only people that come to inspect state prisons
Is the people that don't give a fuck.
work for the state.
Yeah, they
They're
don't
going
give a
to
fuck.
pass every inspection point, and none of this shit should pass.
And then it's for prisoners.
None of this shit should pass.
Looking
This shit is
down on
inhumane.
anyway, like,
People living in asbestos buildings. People living in no, like there's no air circulation. You can't breathe in that shit. It's people dying when COVID hit. Listen, I was in New Jersey State Prison. Hear me out. Fuck that. Fuck everything else. Listen. I got sentenced to 7 years with an 85% mandatory minimum because I had a violent crime in the state of New Jersey. They got a no early release act in the state of New Jersey that states if you have a violent crime, you gotta do 85% of your time. So for 7 years, I was supposed to do 5 years, 11 months, and some days. Damn near six years. You know what I'm saying? When COVID hit, New Jersey had the highest death rate in the entire country of COVID in prison. If you caught COVID in prison in New Jersey, you had a higher chance of dying than any other state in the entire country. So Governor Phil Murphy passed a bill in 2020 that if you were a year short of your max out date, that you will be credited with 244 days of jail credit. Yeah, no, I still got a little bit. Fucking Look, Governor Phil Murphy passed a bill that if you were a year short of your max date, you get 244 days jail credit. That's 8 months credit to your sentence. So I was supposed to be released August 2021. I came home December 2020. That's a big 8 months. Like COVID benefited the shit out of me. But like the whole point of this whole topic was the conditions.
Right, in New Jersey. It sounded like
the reason why people was dying is because of the conditions, bro. Them COs don't give a fuck if you live or die. I'm trying to tell you. They don't give a fuck, bruh. You could be dying in your cell, you gonna die in that bitch, bruh. Like that's like I'm telling you, bruh. Like
that's crazy. Wayne was in that bitch. He was sweet, bro.
He was probably good.
You get everything.
But you talking about big? You don't even gotta be that big. You could be a regular person.
Nah, but that's why I said Tory Lanez, bro.
Nah, the fuck you want.
But also, I'm seeing Tory Lanez having a motherfucking difficult time and that thing. He in there talking about the same shit like that inhumane living conditions that he in.
Tory Lanez is experiencing something because he did not go along with the agenda.
What you mean? Break that down.
I don't know what he did. I'm not a big Tory Lanez follower, but whatever the fuck he's going through, whatever he going through is because he didn't do something that they wanted him to do.
That's the music business.
Oh yeah, that $1 shit. when he sold that album for $1 or some shit like that, and he sold the most. He had the most album sales or something.
He did $1 million off
and they got an NFT with it or some shit like that, and they made money off of buying his album. Like he really,
they could resell it.
He fucked up the music industry.
He did what? Wait for that.
He dropped his album as an NFT.
Yeah,
so if you buy it for $1, you can resell it
for like $1,000.
The profit go up and the value go up, and that's what they thought.
Shit.
You get what I'm saying? Because NFTs was popping at the time. Niggas was buying monkeys and shit.
But NFTs was a scam.
It was. But
that was the biggest scam of that time.
He sold his album as an NFT.
I'm so happy I never bought
He sold 1 million copies. So he got $1 million off rip.
Right.
Without the label or nothing.
Right.
By himself.
Right.
Off of NFT.
Like, nigga. He like, nigga, I just cracked the fucking industry.
Right.
Made a little video like, this shit is over. Like, you can't do nothing with me. Like, I can do this again and again and again.
Oh, okay.
Ever since that.
That's why he did.
The Meg shit, all that shit.
Yo, you ain't hip to I don't know his name. I don't know what
he shot.
You ain't hip to the football player that he. No, he didn't. You ain't hip to the football player that came out just recently. He was breaking down, crying on live about Aaron Hernandez, and then he got locked up like the day after. You know Aaron?
Yeah. I know that's
right. He was on live. Talking about Aaron Hernandez, and he was like, "Yo, y'all believe that Aaron Hernandez really killed himself in jail?"
Oh yeah.
And then he started crying, and then he cut the live off. And he got locked up the next day.
Yeah, shit like that. I don't think he killed himself in jail.
That's right.
But it could possibly. I don't know. He could. That's a little wicked. I don't know. He could have felt bad, like he fucked the money up.
That ain't nothing new though. Like they been
went like one of
jail. You know what I'm saying, back to what we were talking about earlier about like, do we rebel
or join in?
I'm saying we could talk about it all day long, but it ain't shit we can really do. You feel me? Like I'm just trying to get my money and keep it pushing, bro. I don't give a fuck about like I speak on it because I'm educated and you know what I mean.
You just they value you for like a month.
What can you really do though?
If they kill you for the shit,
but shit like on the
topic of story,
that's all you can really do.
You're gonna be a trending topic for the month, and that's it.
And then you're gonna fuck around and die the next month.
No, you're gonna be already gone. I'm saying if you die for
locked up and dead, like fuck.
You become trending when you die.
Yeah,
like, that's what like
your story, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, they
undercover this and this and that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm cool on all of that.
Grow all your fans and shit.
If that's what it takes to have $100 million, I don't need $100 million. I'll take $3 million, $2 million. Like the fuck, you know what I could do with $2 million?
Man,
smart as shit. Give me $500,000. I bet you I'll have $10 million by the time I die.
Don't even give me
the fuck like.
When you get that money though, you gonna be dealing with those people that's controlling.
That's why I want to be there with the
shit. 500,000 ain't shit.
Ain't shit. $1 million.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
hey, look. If I could be anybody,
I don't need to be on that super high level. I'm cool with a little bit, right? And I'll make it work.
If I could be anybody's status in the game, as far as like where I would want to be, like as far as like notoriety and Devin the Dude, bro. I want to be Devin the Dude.
I'd rather.
I swear, bro, because I want to be able to live
Devin the Dude.
Exactly.
I know who Devin the Dude is.
Who is that?
But you can't stamp his paper.
Who is that?
I don't need his
You can't Google his work.
I don't know who that is. Who is Devin the Dude though?
Right. He's an artist. He's an influencer from Cali.
No, he ain't from Cali. He from Texas.
For real?
What the fuck? I mean, no disrespect to whoever he. I just don't know who he is.
He jumped like a legend.
He's a legend.
But
he's done shit with Snoop, Andre 3000.
He like one. He was on that weed shit before niggas was on that weed. Before Wiz, Currency.
He did a joint with Larry June not too long ago. He got a song. He made a song. 2023. He still make music.
You know.
I know what that is.
You still what makes him a legend?
I'm gonna say you're a legend. To me,
you being sarcastic. Like,
no, I don't really.
I don't know who he is, so I can't.
He got legendary songs.
I would say he's a legend
in music. You cannot use the term.
I ain't say he's a legend in the music.
So who's a legend in
music?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
You cannot use the word. You cannot use the word legend loosely when you're dealing with music. Who's a legend?
And not just say music, anything.
But we talking about music right now.
When you call, I feel like when you.
All right, Snoop's a legend.
When you call
But you
somebody
cannot
else a
compare
legend,
Snoop to Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson is a legend.
That's the
No, you
fucking
can't.
different they
How?
two different lanes.
How?
They
You
two
can
different
compare
lanes.
Snoop to Michael
How?
Jackson.
No, you can't.
When Snoop died,
Performance wise, live show
Nah, I
wise,
ain't
no
trying to hear that.
comparison.
Nah,
Yes, you can.
Music
Yes, you
wise,
can. Yes,
no
you can.
comparison.
Listen, I give
They
Snoop
in
that.
two
Yes,
different
the
lanes.
fuck you
But they're
can.
legends.
When Snoop died, he's gonna go down in history like Michael Jackson. I ain't trying to hear that. Fuck that.
Nah.
You gotta give Snoop
Because
that.
of his popularity.
You
Because
gotta
of
give
his
Snoop
popularity.
that.
The kids will not love
What?
Snoop.
You don't think Tupac like Michael Jackson?
No.
Fuck no.
No.
What?
No.
Hell. Tupac not on the level of Michael Jackson?
No.
Big
Tupac
not even on
No.
Whitney Houston level.
They all, that's the same level.
Nah.
What?
No, it's
I
not.
don't know
Ah.
about that.
James
Whitney
Brown,
Houston?
baby.
Time out.
That's the
James
Houston, Michael Jackson,
James
Tupac, they
Brown.
all on the same level.
Hold up. Do y'all not remember
fuck? The only
fucking
thing
Whitney
to say-
Houston's funeral was
Chris Brown is a
televised?
legend.
Huh?
Whitney Houston's fucking
Prince.
her
Legend.
funeral was televised, bruh.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't
Like they
think
shut the school
who we
down
talking
type
about?
shit.
Who
Like
was we just talking about?
who you brought up?
I ain't say
Snoop.
Biggie and
You don't
Pac
think
wasn't
Snoop
legend.
Dogg funeral will be televised?
They all
Yeah,
legends.
nah, it's
national?
gonna definitely be televised.
Yes, the fucking will.
Yeah.
You crazy as shit if
It
it
is.
won't.
I think Nipsey
That
Hussle
shit
was
gonna be on
televised.
Fox,
Yeah, it was.
ABC,
It was.
and every
Takeoff.
fucking channel.
Takeoff was
Crazy.
televised. They
It
doing
was.
that now.
It
I think
was.
everybody
Yes.
called
That's
it.
just the times we in
Yeah,
there.
they televised this shit.
That's
That's the
time
times
He's a
we in.
legend.
Yeah.
Look, what?
cannot-
He's a
Michael
legend.
Jackson's joint was televised too.
Compared
Snoop a legend,
to Michael
bro.
Jackson though.
No.
It was a whole day. It was like a whole week
Hell.
of Michael Jackson funeral, like footage.
Like,
it
I don't
was like a whole
listen to
week of
no
that shit.
Snoop or none. Like, Snoop is a
Bruh.
legend.
Yeah,
I didn't say he wasn't.
I've heard
I
Snoop
said he was a legend.
He's
but you
comparable
can't-
to Michael
No, he's
Jackson.
not. No, he's not.
What?
See,
Michael
that's
Jackson-
the great. That's the
He's
line
a
we
pioneer
gotta clear.
in hip hop. What is you talking about?
But Michael
He
Jackson
came
is
under
like,
niggas that's
listen.
pioneers like Master P and
Snoop really fell back and let Tupac had a shine when really Snoop was
no
real
Tupac
star
really
of
had
that
that shine,
bro.
No,
Michael
Tupac
Jackson
really had
started.
that shit.
Michael Jackson started at 5. He was in
Y'all
the Jackson
wild.
5, leading
Bro,
and being on TV.
Somebody watching is going to agree with me.
No,
Look, I love Uncle
promise
Snoop. I just wanted to
Yeah,
clear
no,
that.
I know
I just
Snoop-
wanted
I
to
know
clear that
Snoop
great
That don't take
line.
away from his
Yeah,
legendary.
he's a legend.
He's still a legend.
Snoop is an
But in the
ultimate
same
legend.
likeness of
Jackson.
Michael Jackson,
No.
I would not say that. Not even
you
Prince.
You said
Or
Michael Jackson was global.
would you say Wiz is a legend?
Yeah. But
Right.
not like
because he had an era,
Wiz
right?
is
He controlled the
absolutely
era.
like Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Is
he's
he-
not a legend.
He's
He's
similar
similar like
to-
Snoop yet. His body of work ain't there yet. Like, oh, Wiz did we did?
Nah, yeah,
But he
legendary
just
status.
control. He just,
He's
I was a
legendary
big,
status.
I was a big
but
Wiz
it's like you
fan.
control the era. You had.
What that
you
shit
could get
you
your
had?
He's legendary status.
When he was rapping with Currency,
Wiz
and
controlled
shit,
the
that's back in the day, like
Yeah.
Name
Wiz
on
was
the
down
Cloud,
there,
all that. I
bro.
was big on
They
Wiz
look
back
hot
then,
shit.
but
making their weed music and having niggas.
he
had
I call
an
Wiz a
era.
legend.
Just like
call Wiz a
Snoop.
The
legend.
Ray Bans with the Bush.
Snoop had that
Wiz a
shit
legend.
in the 90s.
But Snoop
Ice
is
Cube, legend.
Snoop is a legend, bro.
Nigga, it's a lot of legends.
It is. That's
So you can't
and
say
I only called
Devin
that
the
the dude a
I
legend
don't know who that is. He's not a
because of
legend.
that era he came in with that
Tell me that
Scarface and that
The
time. Like if you
The
wasn't,
reason that Devin
It was
the
before
Dude
I
is a
turned.
legend is because that nigga's music still, to this day, you can still fuck with it, and they will still fuck with that shit later. It's always gonna get pulled
Never
up.
heard of. That's what I'm trying to
you heard of Scarface.
He the biggest legend you never heard of. That's another reason he legendary.
Too short.
He might be the biggest legend you never heard of, bro.
Alright, they all three got a song called Fuck Faces. Listen to that.
Who? Nigga, she got so many joints.
Wait, who?
That's
saying,
the dude.
I think
The
that's-
topic is you can't throw the word legend around loosely, right?
And that's not.
If someone in the
Snoop is a
room
legend.
ain't
You would have
compared to
people.
Wayne,
I guarantee if like we was to have 1 million views.
a lot of people follow.
You had Devin
Devin the Dude had a way
fans
too. A lot of
in the
people start
comments.
making that type of music.
If we used to have
Like,
a million,
You probably will have hella Devin the Dude fans.
And
and they'd be like, "What Devin the Dude?"
They gonna be
I'm sorry,
dragging on me right
Devin
now. I'm
the Dude
sorry
not a
if I
legend.
don't know. I
How?
don't
Why
know
is he
Devin.
not a legend?
I'm sorry.
He has legendary music.
Everybody that you can name that's a
Devin the Dude
legend,
don't know who
I
the fuck I
guarantee you,
am. I ain't
everybody
nobody
in here
Devin
knows.
the Dude. I ain't being disrespectful.
So, listen, no.
That's
Don't
not
know
what
me
I'm
that
saying.
legend.
That's not what I'm saying. But
I'm
on the
a
legend.
when you compare somebody, like when you call somebody legend, you gotta be able to
got the
compare
show.
to another legend.
October 11th.
Choice.
Nate
The
Dogg
choice.
is-
The choice. Absolutely.
He's
Directed by
alright,
South
see,
Carolina.
he
Nate Dogg not a legend?
Legend.
Nate Dogg is
Better
a
not
legend.
ever stutter.
Nate Dogg is a legend.
he's highly favored. He's popular as a
Man.
mug.
So then Devin the Dude is the
Legend?
same. I would compare Devin the Dude to Nate Dogg.
Name another Nate Dogg.
Name another Devin the Dude.
I don't know who that is.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Ain't no other
what-
Devin.
that's
No.
There's a lot of people
Devin
watching
the
this
Dude.
that have no idea who Devin the Dude
Larry
is. I
Jones.
promise you.
Yeah, he pioneered that.
I promise you.
That's
He was
storytelling
doing
shit.
I don't know
that. He was
that.
doing that in the 90s.
That's storytelling shit, bro.
He was doing that in the 90s.
The beat
in the
selection,
midst
bro.
of
The singing on the joint,
The
the
hardcore
harmonize.
rap.
You know what I'm saying? Goose, I know you rock with him, but he's not a legend.
Nobody. He started that shit.
He's not a legend.
How can you not be a legend if you innovated some shit that everybody else started to do?
He's not a legend.
People
Devin-
did it and took it farther than him and was more of a superstar status.
It's not even
But
in the podcast.
He's just
You on the
he's
same page.
popular. He's highly favored. If that's the case,
He started it.
X loud back.
He started it.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's like, all right, let's go back to the DMV. Remember, Shabazz kind of started a wave.
He's go hard for everybody he rock with, bro.
No, did Shabazz start a wave? Wait, time out.
He was trying to
Remember when the
everybody
DMV
with Larry
started?
June at one point.
DMV don't have no legends right
Shout out to
now.
Larry Jones. Hey, but nah,
Only go-go bands is legend.
will you say that Shabazz? Will you say that Shabazz is the one who started
That's
that
how you
shit?
supposed to support it.
Like that the way the niggas is rapping now? No?
No, bro. Just listen, Larry June. And look, I mean,
Shabazz, bro.
That's the only better
Devin.
Shabazz didn't start a wave in the DMV. Q the Fool started that way before Shabazz.
Started what?
It's debatable. They came up.
Started what wave?
The way the DMV rap scene, like the way the flow, like how, cause it before.
That's so debatable.
Fly-
You
listen,
can't say who
no,
started that shit. Big
Before,
Fly,
listen,
like,
bro,
big-
niggas was rapping.
Nah.
A lot of niggas was rapping.
Reek.
A lot of niggas was rapping. But when Shabazz dropped that joint,
He was just like
rap changed in the DMV. I ain't saying that everybody sounded just like Shabazz, but he changed the whole narrative of the way that niggas was making music in the DMV to the point where everybody followed suit.
disagree.
For real?
You wanna know who
He
changed
had the
that?
popularity to do it.
Hood Rich Pablo Juan.
Not the
Absolutely.
DMV.
I agree with you completely.
Hood Rich Pablo Juan had all
Absolutely.
the DMV niggas trying to rap like
Yes.
Nah, that's facts.
Hood Rich
That will
Pablo
be that-
One
yeah.
started the whole DMV.
Yeah, you right.
Shout out
You right.
Hood Rich.
You right. I will give you that. It is Hood Rich.
It is.
Because once I heard
Yeah.
Hood Rich, after that, that's when I heard
Yeah.
Shabazz.
It is.
everybody was rapping like
The
that.
whole DMV.
Man, hey,
He said this.
This is a roach.
Before we go, man.
I heard a roach.
before we go, man, shout out to my nigga O for kicking off season 2 with us.
Alright, I'm coming back.
You feel me? Before we go, I do got one
We had a
person.
lot of guests say that they ain't been back.
I'm
But I,
coming back. I'll be here.
You know what I'm saying?
we got my man O. Look, when that episode drop, we definitely gonna have my man back. Get a rapport, how, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gonna be
About to
back.
watch that fight.
I'm trying to come back and
And we got some, yeah, we got some.
we can watch the first episode. Oh no.
All in all, man, try to stay out of prison.
I'm staying out of prison. I'm ready to get off parole in less than 2 months.
Wrap it up.
Stay on your grizzly.
Let's do it. I've been on parole for
We about
about
to get
3
these
years.
movies popping. We got a season
The Choice
change
coming October 11th. Let's do
The
it.
Choice coming October 11th. It's the kickoff of episode 1, season 2. We got my man Loud Pack in the building. We back with a new setup. We might slide back to the old setup.
I'm coming back.
Seasons changed.
Yeah, the season change coming soon. We got that Erky video dropping soon. Just stay tuned, man. Like, subscribe. Don't forget to do all that. Just stay tuned. All
Especially
that.
if you made it this far, like
Yeah,
we
made
gotta be at least 30 minutes in now. If you still watching this shit, you need to subscribe.
Yeah, if you watching now,
crazy.
if you watching to this point, you gotta subscribe.
Exactly. And go get that girl dad too. Right
Oh
away.
yeah, we got the girl dad.
Shot.
Shout out my man rocking the good
Oh,
girl
shit.
dad. Website link on
If you got a daughter, you definitely got get this.
Yeah, you a dude with a daughter.
Drop with a girl. Shout out to this father's prayer. If you just a father,
fathers in general.
You got a girl or a boy.
You being a father, some type of way, even if you a stepdad, whatever.
Exactly.
You some type of father.
Even if you a seasonal father, you gonna be there, and then somebody leaves and it's just not there no more. You was there for that.
Give him the drop, man.
But on that note,
what
man,
the fuck is a seasonal father?
there's some seasonal fathers out there, and we want to shout you out too.
I'm not shouting out a season.
Nah, you played a part for that kid in that season. Shout out to you. But all in all, man, it's the All in All podcast, R&B, hip hop, jazz. If you think on it,
speak on it.
and like I said, appreciate my bro. Oh, Loud Pack for stopping through. Make sure y'all tapping with him. Check out his shit. Dope ass artist, you know what I'm saying?
And all that. Give me your Instagram.
That's at Loud Pack Oru, man. LOUDPACK.
Yeah, bro.
Right there. We out, man.
Next time.
Look like I made a way. This shit day to day. Doing shit to play away. This shit A&A. Bow our heads, let us pray. Make them say they grace. This $1 million conversations gotta pay to play.
Hold up, this that. I'm gonna get back.